Hello everyone. Today we are going to review a new chapter of Marvel, Captain America Brave New World. Captain America Brave New World represents a crucial milestone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU) as it establishes Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. Since Steve Rogers passed his shield to Sam at the end of Avengers Endgame, fans have anticipated how the franchise would handle this transition. The film is directed by Julius Onah, who takes on the responsibility of crafting a compelling narrative that blends superhero action with political themes, much like Captain America the Winter Soldier. However, despite its ambitious premise and promising elements, the film's execution has led to a mixed reception among critics and audiences. The story follows Sam Wilson as he struggles to define what it means to be Captain America in a world that is still dealing with political upheaval, global security concerns, and deep seated divisions. Unlike Steve Rogers, who was universally accepted as a hero, Sam faces scrutiny from all sides. His abilities, his leadership, and even his right to wield the shield are questioned. The film attempts to explore the weight of legacy and the responsibility that comes with it. It delves into real world issues, echoing debates around leadership, race, and patriotism, making the narrative more grounded than other MCU films. One of the key strengths of the film is Anthony Mackie's performance. He delivers an emotional and layered portrayal of Sam Wilson, bringing both vulnerability and determination to the role. Sam is not a super soldier like Steve Rogers. He relies on skill, intelligence, and moral conviction. This distinction makes his journey unique as he tries to prove that Captain America is not defined by physical strength but by the ideals he represents. Mackie's performance successfully conveys the inner conflict of a man trying to live up to a legacy while forging his own path. The film also marks the introduction of Harrison Ford as President Thaddeus Ross, a role previously played by the late William Hurt. Ford's portrayal brings a sense of authority and gravitas to the character. Throughout the movie, Ross struggles with balancing national security concerns with the growing presence of superheroes. The biggest twist in the film comes when Ross undergoes a transformation into the Red Hulk, a development that had been speculated for years. The execution of this transformation is met with mixed reactions. While Ford's performance is praised, some viewers feel the CGI used to depict Red Hulk is underwhelming. Nevertheless, Ross's arc adds an interesting dynamic to the film's political undertones, raising questions about power, control, and the ethical implications of government intervention in superhuman affairs. Julius Onah's direction aims to balance action-packed sequences with deeper character exploration. The pacing of the film is relatively fast, keeping the audience engaged with well-executed fight scenes, dramatic confrontations, and moments of introspection. However, this rapid storytelling sometimes works against the film, preventing certain character arcs from being fully fleshed out. While some scenes highlight Sam Wilson's struggles and growth, others feel rushed, making it difficult for audiences to fully connect with some of the supporting characters. Visually, the film attempts to maintain the signature MCU style with a mix of practical effects and CGI. Some of the cinematography captures stunning action sequences, such as Sam Wilson using his wings and shield in tandem, showcasing creative combat choreography. However, some critics argue that the visual style lacks the distinctiveness that made previous Captain America films stand out. Unlike The Winter Soldier, which had a sleek espionage thriller aesthetic, Brave New World leans into a more conventional blockbuster look. Vulture critic Bill Hippery describes the action sequences as lifeless and tiresome, suggesting that they lack the intensity and grit of earlier installments. The screenplay incorporates political themes, which has been a hallmark of the Captain America films. It tackles issues of governmental control, national security, and the role of superheroes in shaping global politics. The film also subtly touches upon racial dynamics as Sam Wilson's position as Captain America is met with both support and resistance. However, while the screenplay hints at these thought-provoking themes, it doesn't always explore them in depth. The Atlantic notes that the film fails to explore the political and racial themes hinted at, resulting in a narrative that feels surface level rather than profound. This lack of deep exploration leaves some audiences wanting more substance from the story. The visual effects in Captain America Brave New World receive mixed reviews. Some sequences, particularly those featuring Sam Wilson in aerial combat, are well executed and visually stunning. However, other moments, especially those involving CGI heavy characters like Red Hulk, fall short of expectations. Collider's Aidan Keenly remarks that the CGI is worse than The Incredible Hulk 2008, highlighting concerns that Marvel's once groundbreaking visual effects are declining in quality. These inconsistencies take away from the immersive experience that MCU films typically offer. The action sequences are another major component of the film, delivering the high energy spectacle expected from a Marvel production. While some fight scenes are well choreographed, others feel repetitive. The reliance on familiar set pieces contributes to a sense of predictability, making certain moments less impactful. Some fans compare these scenes to earlier Captain America films and note that they lack the raw intensity of The Winter Soldier or the emotional stakes of Civil War. Critically, Captain America Brave New World has received a mixed response. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds an approval rating of 48%, with critics praising Mackie's performance but criticizing the film's routine storytelling and over-reliance on Easter eggs. Metacritic gives it a weighted average score of 42 out of 100, indicating mixed to average reviews. While some critics appreciate its attempt to tackle political themes, others feel that the execution falls flat. Audience reactions are similarly divided. CinemaScore reports an average grade of B, making it the lowest rated MCU film in terms of audience satisfaction. Post-track surveys show that while some viewers enjoy the film, others feel that it lacks the emotional depth and originality needed to make a lasting impact. These responses suggest that while the film has its strengths, it does not resonate with all Marvel fans in the way previous Captain America films did. Financially, the film struggles to match the box office success of its predecessors. As of March 17, 2025, it has earned approximately $186,900,000 in the United States and Canada, with a worldwide total of $390,400,000. Given its production budget of $180 million and significant marketing costs, the film is expected to fall short of the $425 million mark needed to break even. Deadline Hollywood reports that this underperformance raises concerns about the future of the MCU, as recent entries have not met the franchise's historically high box office expectations. Captain America Brave New World attempts to usher in a new era for the titular hero, presenting Sam Wilson's journey as he embraces his role as the next Captain America. Despite strong performances from Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford, the film struggles with a convoluted plot, uneven pacing, and inconsistent visual effects. While it introduces interesting political themes, it does not explore them as deeply as it could have. Although it contributes to the overarching MCU storyline, it also serves as a reminder of the challenges involved in maintaining audience interest in a long-running franchise. Ultimately, while the film is an important chapter in the Captain America saga, it does not quite reach the heights of its predecessors.